Welcome back to the gym, everybody. Today is Labor Day and Monday, and it's the best day on the planet, and I'll tell you why. It's because this guy right over here is ready to go a level 10,000. After 4 months, I still don't know how he could have become a level 10,000, but I'm going to take his word for it, and I'm going to allow him to start us off with walking with wrist rolls. A level 10,000. I mean, to be a level 10,000, that must be pretty difficult. I mean, you must wake up every day and be like, dang, I'm a level 10,000. And as you eat pancakes, you must be like, I am eating pancakes. Just like a level 10,000 would. And if you have fish, you would feed them like a level 10,000, I'm assuming, as well. Man, this is spectacular. Am I keeping you awake? My bad. My bad. And next finger. That dog is very quick. Very quick. And pinky finger. And switch hands. Next finger. Next finger. Ring finger. Or next finger. Palm up, pull down, stretch. Or pinky, or palm up, pull down, stretch. And switch hands. What's up, little man? How you doing? All right, bruh. Switch hands. Pinky up stretch. Switch hands. One arm on top of the other. And switch arms. Left arm circle forward. And backward. Right arm circle forward. And backward. Double arm circles forward. and backward. Start low, go high. One hand on top of the other, lower back, pull your elbows back. Thumbs back, elbows back, arms bent, and straighten, and bent, and straighten, and bent, and straighten, and bent, and straighten. On your toes with your knees bent. Straighten your legs. Knees bent to your heels. Knees bent and straighten. Knees bent to your heels. Knees bent and straighten. Knees bent on your heels. Knees bent and straighten. Knees bent to your heels. One more time, knees bent and straighten. And again, knees bent to your heels. Hands on your waist, feet face in. And feet face out. And feet face in. And feet face out. And feet face in. And feet face out. Slow kick walks with your feet flexed. Sideways kicks. Kick down to your knee. All right, Boone, let's start in a hollow. Stretch your lat. Open up and stretch. Other side hollow. Open up and stretch. Other side hollow. And open up and stretch. Other side hollow. Open up and stretch. Elbows. Hips. Knees. Spider-Man. Other side. Switch other side. And other side. One more switch. In the middle on your belly. Hips backwards. Hips forward and then hips backwards again. One leg straight, like Boone's doing. Switch legs. Switch legs one more time. One more switch. Bend your knees and straighten. Do your V seat. I want to try to do this a little bit more often if we can. Do your V up to V seat. 10 of them. I think that'll help us all get V seats. I wish I started this a long time ago. On your hands and knees, fingers face forward. And fingers face backward. Fingers face away from you. Fingers face away from each other. Fingers face towards each other. Flip your hands over, push gentle. And wrist push-ups. Flip over, 10 palm push-ups. Face your fingers forward, separate your hands a bit. Lift your hands 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold them there. Face your fingers sideways. Lift them up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift them up and hold them there. Face your fingers backwards. Lift your hands up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift them up and hold them there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch your toe point. Stretch your quads. Stretch your toe point. Stretch your quads. Stretch your toe point. Stretch your quads. Dave Tilley stretch. Switch sides. Sit in a pike. Keep your back straight, stretch all the way down. Separate your feet a bit, left hand, left foot. Right hand, right foot. Separate your feet a little bit more, left hand, left foot. Right hand, right foot. Separate your feet 90 degrees, left hand, left foot. Right hand, right foot. Elbows in the middle. Wide as you can, left hand, left foot. Reach right hand, right foot. So in a couple of minutes, Kevin Mazeika is going to be on the call. Kevin Mazeika is the old Olympic coach. I just sent him a text message and asked him if he wanted to come on and say hello to you guys. So he's going to come on and say hello. I also sent a text to Yin, Jonathan Horton, Paul Hom, and a bunch of other people to see if they would come on too. But Kevin just texted me back and he said he'll be on in a couple of minutes. He's one of the best coaches on the planet, and he's a 4-time Olympic coach for the United States. Oh, look at this. Look at this. All right. So maybe we'll start with this. My man, why don't you guys come to the screen? All right, here, let's unmute.
Where's the screen?
All right, what's up, my dude? I recognize this guy here. All right.
I can see anybody. Hold on.
No, I'm spotlighting you, but I'm sure you recognize this guy here.
I don't see nothing. What happened?
You'll be there. So here's Boone here. I'm sure you recognize Boone.
Hi, Boone. How are you? Oh my God. How's it going, guys?
So Boone, why don't you come on mic for a couple seconds, and why don't you just say hello to Yin?
Hi, Yin.
How you doing, my friend? I'm missing all of you guys.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
missing. I do the class. I don't know if you guys watching. I know Daniel's in the class, and I can't see nobody. So it's so weird for me because I can't see nobody. It's like I'm talking with the air.
I mean, I'm on every single day, and every single time you have it, and I'm sure that these guys are watching too. They love you so much.
I'm sorry, the another day you called me, and I was I don't know if you read my old conversation. I was on my brother-in-law uncle passed away, so we was in the family celebrate the life. Family celebrate the life. So that's why I can't go to the computer or anything. We will sit down with the family, the priest, and everybody was focused on that. So I'm sorry.
Boone, can you do me a favor and can you tell me how much Yin means to you and what all of his work meant to you?
Yeah, Yin means a lot to me from the start. You know, I just think I've gotten bigger right now because of what Yin's done and everything. Like, I've learned new skills, all because of Yin.
Oh my God, you're gonna make me cry. Don't say that. I think it because all everything was a compliment. Your training, your family support, your coach, Daniel, that we're coming with this idea, and everybody involved. I think that's why. But it's special. I'm always saying this to my gymnasts. It's not the best coach up there. It's not a magic coach up there. The magic is coming from you. You're the one that has the magic inside of you. So we just using your magic to making you shine over there when you do gymnastics. That's the way I tell my gymnasts. I don't have any magic in my hands. Any coach have any magic. The magic coming inside of you. You have the magic. You let everybody that work with you see the magic and shine the magic, and you're gonna go far as far you want to be, as far you want to go. You're gonna be. I know that.
Yin,
My Fufi, my Oralita's talking behind me now.
and I don't know if you recognize, but this is my favorite girl from the UK at all. She was on your show a bunch of times. Kennedy.
They sent me a videos. They sent me a video and I telling the coach that was amazing. They sent me a video. You know, we make it a lot of family in this show. So I think we gotta continue. I work on it. We can do it on YouTube, like the way we did it on Instagram. I've been talking with a lot of people. Hopefully, it's gonna be a better production. A lot of people likes it, the show. And by the way, today I'm talking with one of the guys that working for the big channel, Univision channel here in Miami, and he said that he watching the YouTube show, and he go like, you need some production. Let me see what I can help you. And we need a sponsor. That's the big thing. Right now has only one guy who's sponsoring us, and we need a sponsor by giving a space in his magazine. So no money, but he putting our show in a magazine and sport a lot. So I hope we one day we get what we want and continue to do it.
Kennedy, do you want to say?
So how you doing, Kennedy? How are you?
Good, thank you.
Kennedy, I mean, you were on a lot with Yin. How important was Yin and the workouts for you during COVID?
Well, it was really good because my gym didn't do anything for us, so he's kept me like in shape and all that.
Cool.
And he's taught me some things.
Yeah, she hasn't missed a workout for me in like the last 2 or 3 months for sure.
So the guys continue to do the workout. That's amazing. That's good what you're doing, Daniel. That's good what you're doing.
And I don't know if you know Jackson or remember Jackson, but he's been on every single call. He might have gone on 2 calls with you or 3 calls, but he's been on every single call for 4 months with me. Jackson, do you have anything to say to Yin, or do you have any questions for him? Hey Yin, he just moved to Florida, and he's gonna be.
Where he moved? Where?
He's gonna go to Sarasota, and I think that he's gonna look at Evo. And
That's amazing, Jim. Amazing, Jim.
so,
Amazing.
Yin, I want you to know that I'm gonna tell Jackson right now. Jackson, when you go to a meet and you see Yin, you see this guy right here. It is okay for you to go up to him. It's okay for you to go up to him.
Oh yeah,
And
you know what, Daniel? I love that you continue doing this because a lot of gyms back already, and people not lazy, but like focus on different things. And I think one of the what we're talking about, one of the biggest in the you and Lo and me was maintaining those kids focused in gymnastics, and those times what was very difficult for everybody, very difficult.
I mean, I think that you were a big part of that, man. I think that the teamwork that we had, but at the same time, I don't think that we could have done it without Boone and without Jackson and Kennedy and Aiden. And
Definitely without any of those kids, without those, they the only reason we do the show. Like I say, but we now doing different. Like you continue doing that, but I'm doing different now. You can watch it anytime, and it's more like clinics for coaches and gymnasts at the same time, so people can learning from there. You can learn it from there, the way to do skills, conditioning, and you can also watching how gymnasts progress and struggling too, because it's a life training. It's life training. I want to working very hard to see how we're gonna do it, exactly how we doing it in Zoom, or at least going once a month. We're talking about that. Then you go once a month to any gym and do the show and the gym and live. So using those Friday to do clinic, doing couple day clinic, and Friday see what we do in the clinic.
yeah, and let me introduce you to two more people. They're one of my favorite people on the planet. This is Abdurrahim. Abdurrahim hasn't missed one workout in 4 months, not one. And his family's been Vineyard. He hasn't missed one workout. He's been so helpful for me and been so supportive of me and the workouts and of his peers on the workouts. Abdurrahim, do you have anything that you'd like to say to the greatest coach on the planet?
The greatest coach on the planet. That you give me a lot of responsibility now.
It's okay that you can handle it. Abdurrahim, do you have any questions for Yin or anything you want to say to him? What's up?
Yeah, also for you, Dan. What you guys did was like really remarkable and like awesome, because like even if like somebody goes on vacation, they can check the videos, or like if they need a workout, or even they can, it's just like a way to like find new people and like know that like other people are still doing gymnastics, you know what I mean? It's kind of like encouragement. It's a lot of hard work. So thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much.
And to be able to work with you guys is, I mean, to me, I'm a little starstruck with Yin. Not so much anymore because I've spoken to him so many times, but in the beginning, I was totally starstruck with him. But like now I feel as though like I've gotten to a point where I know him and I care about him so much like a friend. And I think like Boone is also in Region 8. When you see Yin, go up to him, man. You know this guy. He's like our uncle right now. When you see him, go give him a big hug for me, because I won't be able to see him as much as you do, Boone. So
You never know. You never know, Daniel.
then
You never know.
this is my last guy who's on the show. His name is
I
Aiden.
know this guy. I know this guy.
He's an amazing kid, dude. I've taught him since I was 4 years old, and like it says on his screen, he's a level 10,000, so he's above and beyond all of our expectations. And maybe someday we'll go to nationals and we'll be able to shake your hand, Yin, and do all that. Aiden, do you have anything you'd like to say to Yin? He's a man of few words. Sometimes he even has a
Hey, don't scare. Go ahead.
All right, but go for it, Aiden. Just thank you. This guy helped me make it so that we could all do our work.
Yeah, thank you.
No, thank you, guys. Thank you. Something. It's. I can tell you, because you're very quiet guy. I can tell you're a hard worker. I love it because I can tell you go to gym and you don't have time to talk to nobody. You're gonna work hard no matter what. I can see that, and I see your pace. You have a lot of equipment there to do conditioning. That's good too.
He has worked so hard. Yin, I'm going to introduce you to one more person who's really been very helpful in all of this behind the scenes, and it's Boone's mom. Her name is Amber. She's an absolute sweetheart, and she's been so supportive of both of us the whole time. And I just wanted to say thank you to Amber. Amber, do you have anything that you'd like to say to the world's coach?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. This has brought so much joy to Boone, and it's been something that he looked forward to between you and Dan, and we love you. We thank you both for what you've done. Even days when I'm like tired, Boone's like, I have to get on right now. I have to get on. So thank you guys so much. A lot more than just being in the gym. And now he's in the gym, but he wants to continue doing this as long as it goes. Thank you.
Daniel, let me ask you something to Boom, because I'm feel sorry because I believe, I don't know if it was her, was another mom asking me for camp, like 3-day or 4-day camp. And unfortunately, I don't have the answer. So I telling them and I'm waiting to the answer. So, and then I not forget it. I not forget. But I'm already know the answer about the camps. So you can welcome anytime to camp with us. We already back in the gym almost full time. Almost everything is normal. I say almost because there's still some restriction, but we have about 9 or 10 kids in the morning time. They homeschooling, so we can do camp. I talked to the owner of the place, and he say no problem, you can do camp anytime. So I was sorry because I don't know how I told you guys that, and then I lost my phone. I lost everybody's number. My test mess, everything was a mess. I got a new phone. So almost every month, then you know my problem with the phone. I'm aware has a new phone. I don't know how to do it. Oh my God. So I just want to say that. I just want to say that you're welcome anytime. I mean, no problem for me. Anyway, Kevin White told me about some camps that he want to do it and gonna invite me. So I mean, we on the Rio name and whatever. I'm a coach. I open for everybody. I like to teaching people. I like to teaching even the coaches. That's what I do right now, teaching coaches around the world, giving clinics to make it gymnastics better.
Yin, I can't express how much this has meant to me in terms of meeting you and becoming close to you. I think that you're a heck of a guy, and I think that we both and the kids have brought so much support to each other throughout the COVID thing, and I really appreciate your time on Labor Day to come say hello to the guys. But I know it's really special to these guys, and I love you much, buddy.
You know something? I never told you that, but I wanted these guys to know this. The first time that you invite me to camp and your region 6, we went to Yellow Jacket and with the Olympic coach Peter Coleman. You treated me like a king. You got me this limousine, picked me on the airport. I told you that way. I leaving to Australia Monday. I just want to be in Miami on Sunday because I gotta leave to Australia Sunday. So you treated me like amazing, and also Peter Coleman, who made a soup for me Sunday. You remember that?
Yep.
So
yep.
I went there. The energy of the crew was amazing. Your energy was amazing. I mean, I think life is so weird, no? Because later you call me. I want to do these things before. I don't know how to do it, and give me the push. Give me the whippers. You going up. You say, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And look at what we are right now. I don't know if it's big numbers or not, but every show is hitting the 1,000 view and YouTube. I'm very impressed, and I got call for everybody around the world and taught me how they love the show, and everybody I'd say, this is thanks Daniel. I say in the last show, Daniel called me and really anywhere, whatever this show goes, whatever, I say that to my first gymnast. If you see me one day in the Olympics, you there with me because you was my first push. And I say the same thing to you. If this show getting at the level that I want and I can do what I want, you're gonna be with me and you was the guy who really started this job. So whatever I be, and if you don't be there because you family or whatever, you next to me no matter what, because you was, and I always gonna say this. I say in 2012 in the Olympics, I say all my gymnasts you here, all those gymnasts that I coaching you here, because the energy that you're giving to me to coaching is here, and I say the same thing to you. So no matter what the future brings to you or me, we're gonna be together no matter what.
No problem. Love you so much. All right. I have somebody else on the phone call. I think that you guys got to be friendly with each other. So this is.
Oh my God! This is a surprise. This is a big surprise.
Okay.
What's up, brother?
How you doing, Kevin?
I'm good,
My
man.
God, I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know. I've been busy, man. Look, this is my new
Good
place.
for you. Good for you. Very good for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kevin Mazeika.
So
Oh my God.
I don't know if the guys know Kevin as much as they know you right now. They should. You want to introduce Mazeika to the guys? Do you want to tell the guys on the call who Kevin Mazeika is?
He's the Olympic coach from 2012, from 2016, the Olympic coach for many, many years, John Carlson coach, and many athletes. I waiver to him. He's the papa of gymnastics. And nobody compare with this guy. Just one more coach. This guy, you know something funny? You even know this because I'm telling. When I came in this country, I started with my group, with my little group of kids. And Kevin was having John Carlson, Jason Furr, a lot of big guys. And I tagged Kevin like, that's what I want to see myself in 10 years from now. Because he was a coach from the club, on the club, and it was a coach who's not in the Olympic Training Center, on the college. So I see my career similar to Kevin, no? So I tag for him. So I have a competition in Miami, the Universal Invite, that I pay the professional, I pay money for the elite athletes. So every year I invite Kevin, and you have John Carlson, John Golden, you have almost half of the national team from US over there. And a couple guys on the team, but really good. So I was that Kevin for my life. I say my next step is be like Kevin. So as a coach. So it was a pleasure to me be on the floor with Kevin and many international competition. I mean, so many. Whew. A lot of memories and good memories.
Yeah, let me let Kevin say hello to the guys on the call. I've had these guys on the Zoom call for 4 months in a row, and we're getting back to school and we're getting back to the gym, and we're kind of like, I think not petering out a little bit, but we're starting to kind of, go back into our rhythm of stuff. And these kids have worked so hard. All right, I'm going to introduce you to each of them. This one is Boone right over here. He's from North Carolina with his mom. And then this is Jackson from Florida. He's also Region 8. This is Kennedy from the UK. This is Abdurrahim over here. He's in Martha's Vineyard. And this is Aiden from Vermont. And they haven't missed one call in 4 months. All right. Do you have any words of encouragement to say to these guys? Now, guys, this is one of the kindest men and the kindest coaches and the best coaches that I've ever met. Okay, I've known him. He hasn't known this, but I've known him since I was about 8 to 10 years old, and I went to the United States Olympic Training Center, and he was a coach there. So I've always looked up to him. Do you have any words of encouragement or things that you'd like to say to these kids on the call?
Well, yeah, thanks. First of all, thanks for having me on the call. It's great. It's great to see you too, Yin. And wow, I mean, it sounds like you guys were on track by not missing any Zoom call for 4 months. That's amazing. And I think that is probably one thing I would say is keep up that effort. You're going to have good days and bad days, but it's all about consistency and pushing through. Even if it's, to me, there's no bad days because you're putting in your time, it's got, you got to stay away from the outcome as much as possible and just stay in the moment and do the work that's in front of you. Because you have to go, each day at a time, and you build up those good habits of having a good work ethic, and it pays off. It's all about just continuing to push through and be as persistent and consistent as possible. And it's the other thing I would say is make sure that you work with your coach on having a specific plan. You you plan your work and you work your plan. That's one of our little sayings or mantras. So you plan out your work and then you work your plan, and it's not going to go perfect every time, but as long as you have a path that you want to follow, it's super important. And I guess the other thing is, Yin alluded to Sean Townsend. He was world champion on parallel bars and Olympian that had the privilege of coaching. And the biggest thing that got him there was working his weakness. And he was not good on pommel horse. It was, just not good. He was great on other events, but pommel horse, for instance, in the old 10-0 system, when I first started coaching him, he was scoring 6s and 7s. And I said, look, if you ever want to make national team or beyond, then you have to focus on your weakness. And, I can't make him do that, just like your coach can't make you do anything. So it was a decision that he made. Okay, I'm willing to put in the work. And he got it up into the high 8s and 9s. And then that allowed him to place in the all-around and win 2 national titles and on to several other things. So you got to work your weaknesses. You can't avoid them. Gymnastics will make you very, very honest. When you can't, but don't see it as a detriment. Just see it as a challenge. It's because that's what's great about this sport is there's so many challenges. It's you just one thing after another and just embrace them. So yeah, that's a short synopsis of some things I would advise.
Does anybody have any questions for these two coaches? Anybody have any questions at all? Now I could say that Boone just did his first double back off tumble track. He's 9 years old, I believe. He did his first double back on tumble track to a resi mat. Boone, Coach Mazeika, do you have any suggestions? I know you have never seen it before, but do you have any words to help Boone with a double back and moving towards harder gymnastic skills?
Well, sure. I think it's always important to go through progressions. The sport's changing so much that your air awareness is super, super important, where you are in the air and what a double back feels like. So not only a tumble track, but on the trampoline and other surfaces and then make sure it's really, really secure, so stack mats up on the back of the tumble track. So you have to do it well, so it's higher than the landing surface. Don't just have it below or things like that. So you have to really prep. Every skill that you do has to be, in order to achieve it, it has to be a little bit above, what it's going to require to do it on normal competitive surface. I think that's super important for anything and everything. You always want to prepare more than you need to. I'll just shout out to Yin and his preparation of Donnell. You guys cannot believe the amount of preparation. And then the other thing I would say is trusting that process, because, Yin and I were at so many events and he said, don't worry, we have the process. But I can tell you, witnessing, the amount of peachfuls and, peach 3/4 and Diam 1 1/4 that Donnell did, and it all paid off. He was preparing until he became world champion and Olympic medalist on that event. So, again, it's all about understanding the process and understanding the progressions, and then going above that. You know, don't just say, oh, I did it. You know, have you done 100 of them? Have you done 100 of them, like above higher surface, just as an example? So that's what I would advise.
And Boone, when I asked if you had any questions, you raised your hand. Do you have a question for Coach Mazeika or Coach Alvarez?
Yes, sir. It's for Mazeika.
Coach.
How long have you been around the Olympics?
So I was an NCAA athlete a long time ago. And then I went into coaching right out of college, and had my first national team member in 1987. Yin probably remembers Jorge Garcia and Josh Stein. And then in 97, Sean became the junior national champion, and then the senior team the next year. And so from 1998 through 2016, I went to 5 Olympic Games, Sydney, Athens, Beijing, London, and Rio. And so for that good, 20, 22 years, I was on the international junior and senior level.
Boone is one of the greatest kids. I'm sure you and Yin will see plenty of him in the future. Let's go to Jackson up here. Now, Jackson just moved down to Florida, and he's just starting to become an optional gymnast. He's like starting to go from, level 6 and level 7, and next year he'll definitely be an optional gymnast. Yin, do you have any advice for an athlete that's going from compulsory to optional gymnastics?
Well, kind of like Kevin say, you have to come from you. As a little thing, what I say to Boone about the magic. First, my recommendation is have patience. And like Kevin saying, it's not a bad day in training. It's just a day that you have to manage your mentality and your body. And I know many coaches probably not agree with me, but I believe a lot on the numbers of repetition. And because you get the master of the skill when you know you knowledge already what really you're missing, what you're not doing correctly. And sometimes doing 1 or 2 repetitions don't giving you that. So those days that probably you have to making a lot of repetition to make that happen. If you got good attitude and you don't feel frustrated, that's gonna help you in the future. Because gymnastics is about never give up. It's about looking follow what you want, but follow what you want with a knowledge. And that knowledge you only get by repeat. So I know sometimes it's a hard days and you're tired and you cannot do it. So go back and do drills. To me, moving to compulsory to optional is not a big deal if you mentally and physical are prepared. It's the same. Compulsory is like a guide. It's like something that you have to do because you need to do for the future. But it's nothing different between your compulsory and your optional. And by the way, I'm telling my gymnasts, you gotta repeat your routine so many times that becoming a compulsory for you. Your optional routine have to be like compulsory for you. That's it. We even know many numbers we do. And my gym, he went to my gym a couple times and they go like, this is crazy, the kids, because I believe in that. I know a lot of people are different and respect, but I think training, it's more not crazy. It's more doing the correct repetition and do trios and do things, it's gonna help in you in your career. It doesn't matter what level you are. It's just getting the master of the skill.
Okay, Yin and Kevin, does anybody have any questions? Kennedy, do you have any questions for Coach Yin or Coach Mazeika? Abdurrahim, do you have any questions? Now, Abdurrahim is going to be one of the best pommel horse swingers in the country. All right, I want you guys to remember this kid's name. His swing is absolutely dirty. It doesn't get any better. And Aiden right now is transitioning also. He's transitioning from compulsory level 6, but he's a little bit older, into potentially level 9 or JD. So he's starting to he's probably put on 25 pounds on the Zoom calls. He did not look like that before. His handstand has improved a whole lot. Coach Mazeika, do you have any suggestions about maybe keeping his body healthy as he gets bigger and more muscular and stronger, and transitions from, L seats to crosses? Do you have any advice to keep him healthy so he doesn't have slap tears and all sorts of issues like that as he gets older?
Yeah, absolutely. First, I want to make sure that I also reiterate what Yin said. Make sure you understand that said options should be like your compulsories. So for instance, when you were a level 4 or maybe a level 5, remember how easy it was when you mastered, for instance, the pommel horse, the mushroom. You could do it probably without thinking too much, circle, spindle, flare, done, and you were done. So can you do that with your optionals is what he's trying to say. So if you're moving, that's how much work that needs to be. So you're in mastery of that event or that routine. And then, in each of your events, that in essence was what Danelle did. He was in full mastery of super high level skills, but that doesn't come without a lot of repetitions and a lot of work. So I just want to reiterate that. So in terms, super important that you take care of your body, especially your shoulders. I told all my guys in any lecture that I did that you got to treat your shoulders like glass. Super important that you take care of them because there's a lot that can go on there. So when you get older, what we call prehab, all of the small muscles in there that support it, and that's with everything, but most important, your shoulders, because you start using them more on rings, doing crosses, you're going to put stress on them. So you have to really take care of that shoulder joint, and that comes with all the boring bungee stuff, and light weights, and you do that stuff religiously, methodically, and take as much time as you need to prepare your body to do the sport. Because when you get older, you weigh more, and so it puts more stress on your body. So you have to fight that by building your body up, and that comes, so more strength becomes critical, but also stretching. You can't forget about that, because as you build it up, you want to stay flexible. And so all those things are true. And we used to do training twice a day, but each time though, we would spend that first 45 minutes to an hour just preparing to work out, and that's super important.
Okay, Coach Mazeika and Yin, I'm gonna just call him Yin because we love him so much. He's like a big teddy bear at this. Yin, Kevin, I love you guys so much. You guys have given so much to men's gymnastics and gymnastics in general. But we are being joined by another guy who's been incredibly impactful on the show. This is our handstand guy, Chris Gatti. Chris, I cannot say how important the lecture that you gave us was about handstands. Each of these guys has improved their handstand strength. I'm talking about like minutes.
That's awesome.
I think that Abdurrahim, this guy right here, could kick up and do a 1 and 25-second handstand right now. And
that's awesome.
Oh, dude, it has been so impactful. Abdurrahim, would you like to say anything to Chris in terms of, you know, what he's helped us do? Come on, Mike, and maybe just give him a little bit of a comment.
Yeah, you helped me a lot on my handstands, especially like that clinic and like what you do with the shoulders and what you do with the fingers to keep still. It really
Awesome, man. That's awesome to hear.
I mean, we do, maybe we should do our shoulder strength, our fake handstand strength for Chris so we can see what we've been doing. But since your call, we've been doing the same thing every single time. It takes us about maybe 5 to 10 minutes. We'll show you when we're done with talking to you about it. But it's been really, really helpful. And I think that each of these guys right now, except for Kennedy, I think each of these guys could probably kick up and do like a minute handstand hold each, no problem. And this young lady right over here from the UK, has been working so hard on her handstand work, and she's getting better. And the last time she's like, you can see that she's getting stronger, and she's not quite able to hold it 100%. But maybe we can watch a handstand, and you can give her a little bit of like a good coaching tip. But this is Boone. Boone's handstand has improved a huge amount, right? They practice.
One arms, nice.
They're doing it, man. They're doing it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So do you? I mean, these guys really appreciated all the hard work that you gave to them for sure. It's nice to see you. How's your weekend been?
Yeah, not bad. Just stretching out now, getting going for my training soon. But yeah, pretty good.
Okay, maybe we can do. Can we do fake handstands for Chris, and we'll go around, and maybe he can just watch what we've been working on, and then if Coach Mazeika and Coach Yin are still on, maybe they can give us some feedback. But let's just start with we go 40 seconds like this, and I'll try to give you the exact cues that I give. All right, so maybe you can just watch and listen to what we do. I do 40 seconds and then 30 seconds. So I want your fingers to be nice and spread. I want you looking right between your hands. I want you to push through the ground and hunch in your chest as much as you can. You can keep your legs straight, or you can keep your legs bent like Boone is doing. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, what matters to me is the pushing through the ground. Separate your fingers. I want your shoulders slightly in front of the back of your hands, almost in the middle of your palms, right over. Looking right between your hands. All right, a good push through the ground and hunch. Shoulders down, shoulders up. Shoulders down, shoulders up. Shoulders down, shoulders up. Shoulders down, shoulders up. Push your fingers into the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Quickly, 15 seconds of hollow rocks. Arms above your head. Just a slight teeny shape. A slight teeny shape. All right, arms above your head. Don't rock your hands to do your shape. All right, keep your body super tight. Don't hollow as much. Onto your belly, stretch rocks. Arms above your head. Onto your belly, stretch rocks. Toes together, super tight, super tight. Trying to cover your ears with your arms. All right, in 3 seconds, we're going to do another fake handstand. 3, 2, 1, and go. Fake handstand. Look between your hands. I would say, Jackson, move your shoulders a tiny bit more forward. That's better. A little bit more. A little bit more. That's good there. Push through the ground and hunch. All right. Keep your bum tight. Keep your shoulders pushing to the side of your body. All right. And shoulders down, shoulders up, shoulders down, shoulders up, shoulders down, shoulders up, shoulders down, shoulders up. Push with your fingers. Pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slight hollow rocks. Go quick. Super toe point. Barely a shape. Barely a shape. Just like the bottom of a rocking chair. That's it. Squeezing your bum. Squeezing your stomach. Keeping your hips into the ground. And switch over onto your belly. Onto your belly. Arms above. Covering your ears. Nice and tight with your heels. Keep those arms and shoulders above your head. And 3, 2, 1. One more fake handstand. Okay, pushing through. Separate your fingers nice and wide. Give yourself a good base of support. Push through the ground and hunch. Make sure that your shoulders are slightly in front of the back of your hands. All right, always pushing through with your fingers, and shoulders down, shoulders up, shoulders down, shoulders up, shoulders down, shoulders up, shoulders down, shoulders up. Pulse with your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hollow rocks. 15 seconds. Go quick. So Chris, this is the circuit that we've been doing. We do it 3 times around every single day of workout, right after we're done with our warm-ups. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to call out Aiden, belly onto your belly, Aiden, and I'm going to see if Aiden can kick up and do a 1-minute handstand, and Abdurrahim 1-minute handstand, and Jackson same thing, and Boone same thing. All right, and see if we can call them out, because they've really been able to step up and do it under pressure, right? Aiden, why don't you give yourself a second? All right, Chris, do you have any suggestions or comments about that? No, we don't do much more than that, aside from handstands against the wall and stuff, but that's pretty much what we do.
Yeah, I mean, that's just that's good fundamentals, just working the shoulder pushes and getting some endurance in that position, even just as a warm-up with a range of motion there. Definitely getting the fingers going, getting strength in the forearms and the fingers for balance. I mean, those are just basic positions. That's good. I'd say in the rocks and everything, just not really have to focus on a fast tempo or anything, but just like you were just saying, just nice extended position, as almost open as you can get, very slight position, just for more like refined motion, so it's smooth, rather than just trying to go back and forth as fast as possible or as high as possible.
So I know that I showed you the handstand strength that we used to do. We haven't done that since the call that you were on. All we've done is that 3 times around, but single day. And you said that we could do it every day.
That's not bad at all. Then I mean, if you did throw in other handstand stuff, then okay, yeah, we could make some more improvements as well. But if you're seeing progress with only that, that's awesome. But also, it just speaks to the fact that, okay, the fundamentals of a good shoulder position and proper use of the hands and the fingers, that just might not have been there. And just with a little bit of help in that area, that makes a tremendous difference.
I mean, Aiden, let's see a good handstand. Hold it for a good 30 seconds to a minute if you can. And this is on, I mean, he didn't know I was going to do this, so this is him. Boom. Boom. Straight. You can see his fingers are working. Right, straight as an arrow, ready to go. On call. That's you, Chris. Okay, buddy.
Solid. That's solid.
Right.
And that's a good base. I mean, I could throw a lot more things at him, and not necessarily like pushing him towards hand balance, but just in terms of even more refined things. So working on calmer control, even work on slightly more taller shoulder position, even a little bit more hollow. Even working changing head position simply for balance proficiency. It's not something you want to do on events, but just to make sure the balance is solid and it's in your body. Nice fight too.
I mean, he has improved so much. All right, let's go Abdurrahim. Let's call Abdurrahim out. Let's see it. Abdurrahim. All right, let's see a good handstand. Aiden, I mean, it's like he's painted onto the wall over there. He's still up there. Right? Abdurrahim, hook it up. Let's see it.
Yeah, as long as we can.
I don't care. Just show Chris that, the work that we've done has been helpful. You know what I mean? I'm sure Chris can see Jackson up there. Aiden, sick. That was a good minute and 15, minute and 30 seconds. Yeah, Abdurrahim, just a good kick handstand. I don't think that you need to send Chris a Hallmark card. I think that you just need to do a kick handstand, and he'll probably be just as appreciative. Right? On call, kick handstand. Good luck, sir. Right? That's okay, buddy. I mean, one after the other. His handstands are good. He usually holds like a 2-minute handstand, which is good. Boom.
Awesome.
Stand. All right, this is the best I could give you. This is my Labor Day present to you, Chris.
That's a good present.
Right? And I see a little bit of shoulder angle, right, which is good, and a good push and a good hunch, and his body is straight. His fingers are pushing into the ground. Dude, we've worked so hard on just thinking about the things that you told us.
Slight upper back extension, but considering how solid he is everywhere else in his body, I have no question he could change that a little bit. and it'd be fine. That's awesome. That's solid.
All right, let's see Jackson too. Boone, I'm gonna switch to Jackson. I love you, buddy. You did such a good job, right? It's such a killer handstand. Jackson is starting to get much more consistent in his hand. Try again. It's okay. It's all good. Kevin, love you too, buddy. I'll be in touch with you, buddy.
Okay, you guys take care. It was nice to meet everyone. All right, bye-bye.
That's awesome.
Right, just solid. Getting the handstands better.
Yeah, it was a solid. No real movement there. Good finger use. Nice.
Not leaving Kennedy out. She has honestly worked so hard, and she's just, I believe, on the precipice of being able to hold a good handstand. And you can see that she gets frustrated with herself a little bit because it means a lot to her. Look, she's so awesome. But she's been working so hard every single day, dude. Every day. Right?
All right.
Just,
I can comment if you want.
of course, go for it. She'll enjoy it.
Okay, so what I see is as soon as you kick up, you don't really get to a good balance point, which is a little bit more forward than where you are. Like a lot of the weight stays back on your palm. We need to get the weight a little bit forward. But if you've never trained it before, you might not have the strength or the connection through the fingers there. And so this is where I would go to that wall pull drill. I don't know if we did that in the session. Did we, Daniel?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Okay, let's have one of the guys do it just to demonstrate, and then I can have Kennedy try it. How about that?
Okay.
I need a wall.
Let's go with Abdurrahim because he's got a wall right there.
All right, sweet. So you're gonna set up with your fingers like, let's go 5 inches away from the wall.
Let's see your fingers, Omi. Move down so we can see your fingers.
And hands on the floor.
Yeah, move the
About 5 inches away from the wall.
Go for it, Chris. You do it.
All right. All right, so your fingertips are 5 inches away, your palms are on the ground. You're gonna kick up to a handstand. And you're gonna rest your feet on the wall, and so the wall is taking your balance. Look at a spot between your hands, and you're only gonna use your fingertips to float off the wall. So you're gonna stay super tall through the shoulders, but no kicking off the wall. And so we can't see your body, but hopefully this is working. So it's only the fingertips and lift off. And now don't push so hard. Push just a little bit so you float off the wall. Yeah, just point your camera up a little bit. But just push a little bit so you come off the wall and then go right back to the wall. Still look at the ground, just like your normal handstand. Not motion in the shoulders, just stay locked, nice and tall in the handstand. Fingers, and then fall back. Good, again, fingers, and then fall back to the wall. Good. So it's a very strong, solid body. You're just rotating around your wrist. You rotate from the wall off onto balance kind of, and then fall back to the wall. And this is working pure hand, finger, forearm strength for actually controlling overbalance.
Okay, so Kennedy, when we work our handstand shapes, and I will make sure that I help you with this and understand exactly what Chris is talking about, but we'll do a lot more of that and see if we can get your handstands a little bit longer for sure.
And for her, the distance might be a little bit closer to the wall, simply so that she is set a little bit closer to vertical. And that's normal for anyone that just isn't used to using their fingers in this manner. And then as strength gains throughout their body in their hands and their fingers, then they can start to move away a little bit. I don't want the body in this massive arch shape like that on the wall. That's way too far, and you're not going to be only using your fingers, but just enough so it's like kind of slight extension, slight overbalance, manageable, just to push with your hands and fingers to float off the wall.
Chris, do you know this guy here?
I've certainly seen him everywhere. What's up, Yin?
Certainly seen him everywhere. Yin.
I listen, I'm learning.
Cool.
Maybe I can hook you guys up because Chris has done some really spectacular stuff on the show and helped the guys out a lot. And I think that sometimes going outside of gymnastics, Chris is a hand balancer for the Cirque du Soleil. And sometimes I think going outside of gymnastics gives these guys an opportunity to understand that there is life outside of gymnastics, but also gives a functional coaching from somebody who's an expert at hand balancing, and he's really changed a lot about the way that we work our handstands, and I think that help has really translated into this, into improving handstand strength, wrist strength, shoulder strength, shapes and stuff like that. So maybe I can introduce you guys in a little bit more of
I think I know Chris better than he knows me. I think so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So?
because I coaching a lot of guys being Soleil.
Okay.
I mean, and I heard about you a little bit. I also working in the show Alegría in Soleil.
Ah, okay.
So I'm
Very good.
so you know Gustavo Lobo,
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I know Goose.
and you know Bruno Tanoki.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's funny.
You know,
That's funny, you know that. Yeah, yeah.
you know about you a lot. And oh my God, I forget the name of this lady. Oh my God.
well, I won't put you.
Many of my gymnasts, including the Argentina. Oh my gosh, it's too many people in my mind right now. Forget. But I know you. Nice to meet you in person.
Nice to meet you too.
I listen what you're doing because make a lot of sense for gymnastics, and I'm really very very impressed what you're doing. Is so I'll be quiet all the time, checking. So I gotta go because I have believe it or not, I'm babysitting today my own daughter. So. But I want to boom come to the camera, and I want to if he can put the hand size like this. Yes, boom, let me see something. Yeah, do handstand in front of me. It's open. Está abierto. Yes. Okay. No, I have, that's it. I have the impression that his elbows need a more flexible, but it's because he has big muscle right here. So it's fine. I just see something and I want to double check it.
Hey, maybe it's a good time right now to just say thank you to Yin and thank you to Chris and anybody else who's participated. All right.
I'm sorry, guy, but I gotta go. My house is crazy right now.
One second.
Thank you, Chris. Good job, man. Good job.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, Yin.
You're doing good job, guys. I love you. Thank you, Daniel. I think today was a great things.
Yin,
remember, guys, never give up your dream. Never. Love you, guys. Love you.
Don't get off yet. Wait. We're all going to do the yeso, and then we'll be done for the day, okay?
Okay, we're going to do a yeso together. Go ahead. Yeso!
All right, guys. Good. All right.
Okay, I love you guys.
None of us could do any of this stuff without you guys. We appreciate you so much, all the gymnasts that worked so hard on all of this. I'll be back on Wednesday. Let's take it easy on strength today, give you guys a rest day, work on those handstands, eat a lot of hot dogs and hamburgers, say hello to your family for me, and in the meantime, keep repping that 6 for 6, okay?